Hello everyone and welcome back to Terra Invicta, where last time we had a big old slap of humility. We finally engaged the enemy above Earth and just got our asses absolutely handed to us. We didn't even land a single shot and we were torn apart by the weaker of their two fleets patrolling. Largely because our ships, it turns out, really can't maneuver. The drives that we've got are really efficient, but they have such weak thrust that we were basically going in a straight line. We were absolute sitting ducks for what they had. So, first things first today, we need to take another crack at designing ships. These classes that we've designed, they are all absolutely obsolete. They are all complete trash. Okay, so fairly expensive design on the water cost here, just because this is going to need a lot more fuel tanks to even give us a reasonable delta V. This isn't enough delta V to travel outside of the Earth gravity well. This can travel from Earth to the moon and back. Well, from Earth to the moon, refuel, and then get back, I should say. I've gone for all railguns, got light armor on all of the sections. Doesn't do too much, but it's there just to have some level of armored protection. So this is going to be the Gorilla class destroyer. So this can get from Earth to Lunar in 3.37 days. Let's hope this one's pretty good. You can see that it's got 20 times the acceleration of the previous variant. This is still expensive in terms of water, just because, again, the propellant is what's holding us back, but otherwise pretty reasonable across the board. Again, I've gone for dual railguns. Railguns do have a lot of ammo, so we won't be running out of ammo, like we ran out of our missiles last time. Okay, so this is a newly designed Viet Cong class. Again, can make it from Earth to the moon. It's really are pretty comparable in design. Can pretty much make two of the Viet Cong classes for each of the Gorilla class that I build. And the combat strength's about 2 to 1. The Gorilla class essentially has twice as much guns on it. For now I'm going to build one of the Gorilla class. Or I would, but I need a huge amount extra water. So instead I'm going to build one of the Viet Cong class because that can be put into immediate production. Otherwise, with that reset, time to pick up where we left off. Okay, Scandal Island's going to bear the brunt of it. Okay, Russia's rivaled Canada. That's not ideal. Thailand has an army of its own.
Target down.
Ha! We got it! We're actually, on about the 4th attempt, managed to take down Alpha 3, one of the aliens. Only just. Again, it was a 50% chance. This time he rolled a 48. But doesn't matter, we got one. Okay, nice. So, yeah, we managed to collect the body. It started immediately deteriorating, but we were on hand with a cryogenic storage. The pathologists immediately fell into a stupor when they tried to do the assessment. But they recovered after a few hours and they seem fine now. Okay, so the alien revived and attacked the team leader, killed the team leader, a biologist, but before he died he said that the facial structure made it look like a hydra, and so that's what we're going to call the aliens from here on, is hydras. We did manage to re-kill the damn thing after a lot of bullets, and now we're studying it. So next we need to do the autopsy as a research project. You've just seen one of the Project Exodus people. I'm going to trade 9 rare minerals, which I've actually got quite a lot of, for 65 water, since that's what I need. That's all the water he's willing to part with. That does mean I can now begin construction of a second Viet Cong class corvette. Nice, Operations Center research is complete. Immediately begin the hydrobiology project and build a couple of those on the Olympus Mons base. Does actually mean that now just upgrading all of my stations I can pay for the stations with a few of those, which is pretty useful. Okay, unfortunately though, China now has more fleet capacity than America, so China is now free to move its fleets around. Okay, Academy's done Advanced Heat Management, they're now doing Space Assault Doctrine. Okay, apparently Germany's at war with China, I did not realise that. Okay, mining setup is complete on Undina base, which is giving us a huge ton more base metal, so that's not going to be a problem. Okay, well the Chinese armies have started coming ashore. My army's in position in Germany, but don't know how well this is going to go. China may capture Germany here. And China still has too many armies for me to reasonably redeploy them from America to invade. Sent the Polish army to reinforce, don't know if that's going to help. Okay, so a supply packet to the lunar shipyards is on its way, but the device that catches incoming packages is broken, so without it, it's going to smash into the shipyard. I'm going to make emergency repairs, see if that works. No, shipyard's destroyed. Okay, it's not too bad. We weren't particularly using the lunar shipyard, so I can just rebuild that. Not much in the way of resources. Okay, humanity first has researched the particle cannon. They're now going on to missile warfare doctrine. I mean, I could send my US armies to help, but I prefer for them to defend America. Losing Germany is not the end of the world, losing America is. You get the Vespasian Capital Group for Zaijuki. Basically just gives her a load of extra admin. So going to pick up the Cilia minerals, gives us another big bonus to space mining outpost.
Target neutralized.
Shot one of their servants again, but China are just going to smash through. Try pulling back the army, that's all I can do. No, I've lost two armies.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
China is just too strong. I'm slightly confused why China has freedom of the seas. America does have a higher naval score, but America's blockaded and China's not. So I could nuke Germany. I don't think it's going to be worthwhile. I'm going to hold back on nuclear warfare for now. Servants have captured the entirety of Germany. Okay, the first of the Viet Cong class ships has been deployed. So we can queue another, going to take a little bit of boost to get it in the air, but start that production off. Cracking down in Germany.
Revolution is coming.
So did crack down in one place in Germany. And the Academy have taken that slot. Right. Okay, the Chinese army is heading towards America now. Second ship launched, really is water. We're lacking now significantly. Okay. Chinese army is approaching America. They're landing multiple sides. Okay, the old partisan class destroyers turned up. I'm just going to scrap it. As we've seen, it really is kind of just awful. Also in that vein, I am going to scrap the Mars fleet. Don't get much back, but get a little bit. Okay, so China has landed in New York and is currently getting their ass handed to them there. Okay, pretty nice one. 279 Thule. Quite a lot of water, quite a lot of volatiles. Yeah, I'm going to fire off an outpost out there. Going to take a couple of years, but help our economy a couple of years down the line. Nice, we've destroyed one of the Chinese armies. Okay, so I'm redeploying my New York army south, even though the one in Atlanta is holding pretty strong on its own. I've dispatched one to Seattle, which seems to be winning the battle there. America does just have better technology than China, and so I'm winning on a technological point of view, if nothing else. Annoyingly, the Initiative's army is refusing to engage, which is a bit annoying because they do have a reason to defend this. They've got the one slot there. Oh, damn it, I thought I deployed all my armies to Atlanta, I only sent one. Okay, they are all now going there, so that should be fine. Almost destroyed their army in the north. have got improved rail cannon research done. I'm going to do the settlement mining complex next. See how much that actually boosts the output of a mine. I destroyed another Chinese army, this one in Seattle. Seattle army can move south to liberate Los Angeles. I'm pulling the 1st Armored Division out of Atlanta just because they're taking a bit of a beating. I want them to recover. All my other divisions seem to be doing fine. Hoping that I just annihilate the enemy here in Atlanta so that we can then move and liberate Chicago, Texas. Actually, India's landed in Canada, annoyingly, but they're going to lose, so no problem there. I destroyed one of the Chinese armies, destroyed another one, so we can redeploy those armies to take on this lot. Nice, the Indian army that invaded Canada has been destroyed. Another army destroyed. After I win here, I might be in a really good position to take on, to just try and counterattack, invade mainland China. Yep, another Chinese army group has been destroyed. Okay, so we actually completed Missile Warfare Doctrine, so we've taken control of that node again. Gonna push forward with cybernetics on the next one. We've got medium boost, so we may lose the slot. But notably this increases the military tech level, or the tech level cap. America is at the tech level cap, so this might give us even more of an advantage. Okay, so I'm going to leave behind the damage division. I'm going to send all the other divisions, so that'll be 5. Matches their number, and we out-tech them. So hopefully we have completed institutional bastions. Going to do to security measures next, so aliens have a harder chance in thralling. Okay, China is focusing its troops where I'm going to land, so it's going to be one big battle at Beijing. Oh shit, I left the wrong army behind. Oh, we'll just have to see how this goes at China. Depends if they get any kind of major boost for defending. Okay, our forces have landed. War is on.
We were
Seem
unable
to
to
be winning.
instigate an uprising.
Okay, Xi Zhaoqi critically failed her mission and has been arrested in Europe. Servants have completed infrared combat lasers and are now doing arrival psychology. Trying to pull back one of the armies that's severely damaged. All of a sudden our armies are taking a huge amount of damage. They destroyed one of the enemy armies. Another enemy army destroyed. Unfortunately, the Indian reinforcements are arriving, so annoying. Project Exodus is backing them up, which is very annoying. We have done a lot of damage, so I'm going to pull out my armies for now, and when I counterattack again, I'm going to try and send intact armies. I also got Settlement Mining Complex done, so we'll go check out what that does. We can do Space Hotel relatively quick, or Tourist Berth relatively quick. Just gives us a little bit extra money, which might be good because we are getting a little low. Some more cash would be really quite good. Okay, Scandal in Thailand, I'm going to cover it up. Okay, so the Settlement Mining Complex seems to increase all of the resources by about 50%. In that case, I'm also going to upgrade City of Planitia, that's our main water production site. And Argaya Planitia. I hope my army is managing to retreat. No. Okay, we lost one army in the retreat. Okay, we completed the Tourist Berth project. I'm going to research molten salt heat sinks because we've got a lot of volatiles. And this is a heat sink that uses volatiles as opposed to anything else. Nice, the Maria Solano base is online. This is one Hesperia, so I'll just rename that. So give us tons of base minerals. So definitely not going to be limited there. It's just water that we need to find, really. I think I might aim to do missions to Jupiter next time I get control of a slot so that we can head towards some of the Jupiter's moons. Europa, Ganymede, Callisto, already high on water. Okay, South Korea has taken Peru. It's the Protectorate expanding.
We've got some in.
Okay, our armies are back. They're in a bad way, but they'll repair over time. Okay, so we've finished the initial autopsy and pretty much just found that the aliens are oxygen-breathing, carbon-based life forms. They have ankle knees like a horse does, so probably built for speed. Okay, so the summary of the full autopsy is that aliens have a lot of redundant systems. They've got 3 heart nerve clusters, all need to be destroyed to take them out. They are very long-lived, about 160 to 200 years, but they seem to have a very low rate of reproduction. And they seem to communicate with some kind of pheromone-type things that we've named ferocites, and that might be what they're using to control people. Can do guerrilla warfare, because we are trying to do a lot of unrest missions, so that's probably going to be handy. Okay, the Protectorate is the ones who completed cybernetics. They're now doing visible combat lasers. So unfortunately that means I've lost control of that slot. Okay, so one of our backers wants to tour Earthshield 1. I'm going to invite some prominent academics. Okay, so the thing that's really been costing us a lot of money is all of our various space hubs. Yes, we need to stop expanding our space mining. We don't have the money to afford it. Crap, new alien fleet in orbit. Jesus, this one's even bigger, 260k, 260 fighting ability even. Our own fleet's up to 93 strength now, slowly getting there, again limited by water. Academy stolen settlement mining complexes from us. Thought we had a truce with the Academy. Okay, Olympus Mons has its new settlement mining complex. There's new American armies being deployed. Our current one is fully healed. I outnumber the Chinese forces. I out-tech the Chinese forces. I'm going to try for another invasion, now taking all 5 of these, landing on Beijing again. Yay! Protectorate Turkey has conquered Iran. New army is under my control. Okay, only 4 of the armies have navies attached to them, so I can only send 4. I'll have to see how that does. Turkey wants the United States to help attack Georgia. No, definitely not. Okay, we've done the Molten Heat Sinks project. Okay, that might actually be really useful. Space Hotel research gives 80 a turn. That would really start to bring our economy under control. A very slight upgrade to the Viet Cong class, just swapping out the water-based heat sinks for molten salt heat sinks, as it gives it significantly more cooling capacity, but kind of evens out. It's a bit heavier, so I had to put on more fuel tanks. The water consumption cost is about the same, but it's just a small upgrade. Here we have landed, and
We're winning their hearts and minds.
New ship launched. We're up to 109 damage. We got a new hub on Gonzu base. Okay, the Academy's done arrival psychology, is now doing advanced chemical rocketry. Okay, this is our new mine, significantly more water, so really our limiting factor right now is our actual cash. Nice. Oh no. So I thought we'd completed the project. Now we've just got the PsyOps project, so I can do more for unrest missions. Okay, so there's been a eruption of methane gas in the Arctic. Ice caps are melting, released a large amount of methane. So we're going to detach a team to study it. They were destroyed one of the Chinese armies. The 3 reinforcing armies are turning up. I'll just have to see how I do. I'm about to destroy one. Nice, we completed security measures. Gonna go start doing the ferrocite research next. They destroyed one of their army groups. Okay, so the Academy's completed advanced space chemical rocketry, now doing space agriculture. Okay, I've got Space Hotel project complete. I'm going to go for the advanced Nova drive. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull my armies out. Yeah, the arrival of those reinforcements. I don't think I can when my units are really badly damaged. Just want to see if I can maybe destroy... No, I'm going to lose too many here. I'll have to pull out. Don't know how many I'm going to lose in retreating, we'll just have to see. Yep, lost one. Another army's being destroyed. No, they're just getting slaughtered as they retreat. Okay.
Target secure.
So that's something I need to learn for the future. Retreating the armies really does knacker them. Annoying thing is, I would have won that if Project Exodus hadn't turned around and helped out. Oh, so that was a failed invasion. We needed more navies, we needed to bring more of our armies there in the first place. It's okay, we're still blockading the enemy. Okay, so our war against China is still at a standoff. They're unable to invade them, they're unable to invade us successfully. Just gonna have to sit back, lick our wounds, and plan for something else. On the bright side, our Space Navy is getting there. It's 109. Space resources are really flowing in a lot better than they have been. You are going to need to look into putting in those hotel berths to get in some money going forward. But otherwise, I think things are going reasonably. But any more is going to have to wait till next time, so I hope you've been enjoying all that. If you have, please do leave it a like, comment, share, subscribe, all really does help the channel. And otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Cheers.